And there we go. Hello, welcome back everybody to yet another episode of NEStastical Tuesday. Today we're gonna tackle the game, which is also a classic. Lots of classics. But yeah, we're gonna play The Legend of Zelda. And yeah, this is where I recorded the footage from when I did the FrogFace review of this game. Hence the name FrogFace up there. Didn't I do a Donald Blade joke on this one as well? I think I did. Okay, let's just put in Grodus this time. Since there's already a frog face, we don't need two frog faces. There shall only be one. I'm just kidding. Can be more than one frog face. So, this is The Legend of Zelda. It's a top-down perspective kind of game, an adventure game with puzzles in them. You know, it's kind of kiddish first puzzle, though it is a puzzle finding the dungeons since they are scattered randomly. So, you know, in terms of finding the secret, it is a huge big-ass puzzle that we're not gonna solve. I'm just kidding, of course we're gonna solve it. Though what I technically want to do is I want to go and collect a bunch of rupees, the first thing I do. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna go ahead and head for the first dungeon in the game. Because it's just straight up from here. Plus, you know, we do get 5 rupees from these guys. The blue rupees worth 5 rupees. So, some enemies are guaranteed to drop them every time, while other enemies drop them randomly. But ultimately, it's best to fight against the enemies that gives you 5 rupees first. And I do believe enemies respawn 3 screens away. So, we have a locked door up here. There's a glitch in the game if you leave the dungeon and re-enter. That locked door is now open. This is the only dungeon that glitch works on. Not sure what really triggers it, but I'm assuming it's a change in the game's value, memory value that is, that causes the door to think that, oh, he has probably opened it. And boom, door opens. So by doing that you can actually get an extra key, which of course is gonna be very effective. Because keys carries over to the dungeons in this game. So any key that you do not spend in this dungeon will carry over to the next dungeon, and so on and so on. So if you know your way around the dungeons very well, or really well, or whatever, and you know what walls you can open up by using bombs and whatnot, you can skip locked rooms entirely in some dungeons. Which of course is very effective. For example, you can put a bomb up here to blow a hole and shortcut your way through the dungeon. Same goes for the right room here, or the room to the right. If you put a bomb up here, at least I think that is a bombable wall as well. I don't remember for 100% certainty. But that's a couple of ways you can actually not really cheat, but get through the dungeon without spending any keys. Or a lower amount of keys. But since I don't have any bombs, I can't really do that, so I actually do have to use a key. I'm not gonna go and explore every nook and cranny of the dungeons. And the reason for that is I have already done so once. I have no need to do so anymore. Plus, you know, that room only holds a hint anyway. And I'm not too keen on getting that hint. But yeah, you can get very vague hints in this game. Sometimes in the dungeons. Also, one thing to note about those hints are that they are not always the hints you get in the dungeon are not always relevant to the exact dungeon you're in, so keep that in mind as well. But for the most part, the hints are pretty vague. Are there supposed to be bats here or something? Maybe not, actually. And sometimes you do get hints outside on the world map, but those hints are usually not dungeon related. You basically only get dungeon related hints in the dungeons themselves. But the first dungeon is pretty straightforward, it's not too difficult. If you have played the game many times, that is. I'm sure it will portray a challenge if it's your first time playing the game, or if you haven't played the game in a very long time. But in my case, I have played the game. I think it was last year? No, I don't... Either last year or the year before that. No, it was the year before that. 2019, I think I last played this game. It would be lovely to get a heart. Especially considering I've been saying here, oh, the first dungeon is easy. If you played the game before. And boom, Grodus almost dead. But the game gave me exactly what I wanted. And that was a heart. The clock I just picked up stun locks every enemy up until you leave the screen or kill them all. So, since I knew there were more of these wall masters, it was better for me to actually leave the room and come back. Because the wall monsters, if you get grabbed by them, by the way, they take you back to the beginning of the dungeon. But they are pretty good at giving you rupees, especially 5 rupees, or aka the blue rupees. So in that regard, they are quite effective to kill, I mean. Even though they are generally annoying enemies, in my opinion. Okay, so obviously I need bombs. Because without bombs I can't blow things up. If I recall, every 16th enemy of the same kind that you kill will give you a bomb. So let's hope that I can kill 16 of the same enemy. Of course, the recallers I don't think count to those statistics. But generally speaking, every 16th enemy you destroy of the same kind should give you bombs. Or should drop bombs. Though that might be only true for dungeons though, since you do get that hint in a dungeon. But generally, at first it's really best for you to just go around killing enemies, collect rupees, to buy the things you want and need in the game. Because there are shops in this game in which you can buy key items. Which of course I know it's very uncommon in 3D Zeldas. Since most of the items you do get in those games are given to you in the dungeons. But this game, some items you do get in the dungeons, some items you have to buy in shops specifically to get. I do like that though, it gives it some variation. Also with the boomerang you can lock the enemies, except for these guys since they can still bury down the ground. The blue ones also usually give, well, red ones also, when I think about it. But these enemies are very good at giving you blue rupees. Okay, no bombs for me just yet. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to buy bombs, actually, when I get to the next shop. Or, well, the first shop, because I haven't entered a shop yet. In fact, I haven't even passed one. Because I ran directly to the first dungeon. Oh wow, really? I'm gonna take stupid damage now, Grodus? Is that how we're gonna play? For those who have played Ocarina of Time, should recognize these enemies. They are the very same as those big yellow flyers on the overworld when you're young in the game. I would really appreciate if one of you enemies would give me a bomb drop. I used to know the enemies' names in this game, but I seem to have forgotten most of these enemies. These guys are called, I want to say TikToks, but that's not true. That's a stupid app. I consider it to be stupid anyway. These guys are Octoroks, and the guys spawning in the water are Zulas. But the previous enemy is actually called... oh wow, I can't believe I actually forgotten it now. I know what they're called, that's the worst part. Tic-Tacs or something like that. Oh really? I died? Okay. So yeah, that's what happens when you die. You get the option to save, retry, or continue. We're gonna continue, because we just started. The good thing about dying though is that you don't lose out on your cash. But you will always start with 3 hearts on the other hand, so there is that. But yeah, the first shop you're supposed to run into is the one over here. So I did not run into it at all. Because again, I decided to go directly to the first dungeon. And this shop does not even sell bombs, great. As you can see though, it did sell keys, and as I said earlier, is that, well, keys carries over to the dungeons. So in case you would end up using the wrong key at the wrong door and you don't have any other keys, you can solve that by going to the shop and buy yourself a new key. So that's something important to keep in mind. Yeah, Tic-Tacs or something like that, I think these guys are called. Like I said earlier though, I can't remember completely all the enemies' names and whatnot. I remember some, but these specifically, I seem to have forgotten. Wow, really? So many walls I could have bombed, but again, I haven't found a single bomb, so can't really blow anything up. So as you can see, I got the clock again, and because of that, the Zulas won't spawn. Which of course makes things easier for me, specifically. Because I don't have to deal with the constant barrage of fireballs. I am getting a ridiculous amount of fairies though. Normally you're not supposed to get fairies this often, as I have gotten so far in the game. They generally tend to be more rare than this, after all. But now we can buy the arrows. Since we have the bow, we can now start using the bow and arrows. But more specifically, we're gonna buy bombs. So as you can see there, on the right, you can find heart containers. Oh, now we get bombs, okay. We can find heart containers on the world map as well. That's why I wanted the bombs, because there's one heart container in particular where you need bombs to get. There's another heart container up here, but since we don't have the raft, an item we're gonna get later, we can't really grab it just yet. Okay, I can't believe I'm taking so much stupid damage. And I got bombs again, okay. So apparently we needed to get our first set of bombs in order to get bombs, and now apparently the game is catching up to us. By giving us the bombs that we should have gotten, but never did. I was about to say, we are getting a good amount of rupees though, and then I looked up and saw, oh, 10. Kinda forgot that I spent them already. Let's see, it's either this one or the next one. Okay, I bombed the wrong area. This one's the one I was looking for. So, we get 30 rupees by unlocking that secret. Sometimes, on the other hand, you will destroy someone's door. And that will cost you to pay rupees instead. You know, to pay for the damages that you caused. Don't exactly remember where we're supposed to bomb here. Oh, I actually got it first try because of that. Nice. So, the item to the left here is a potion, or a second potion, which means you can use it to heal up twice. But the item you collect is permanent. Or rather, it will disappear. Both items will disappear permanently after you collect one of them. So always, and I mean always, collect a heart container. Because there is an item in the game that will allow us to buy the potions from the old lady. Which of course we haven't met yet. But we're about to meet her. But first we're gonna head up here, because this is a secret. I believe this guy gives us 100 rupees. Yep, he sure did. So it's almost like I haven't spent a single rupee. Except that I have of course spent 100 rupees, but nobody needs to know that. For now anyway. So this is the item that we need to show to the old woman in order to buy potions. It is important to note though that I have played this game quite a few times when I was a kid and as an adult. So I do know my way around it fairly well. Wouldn't say that I'm an expert at this game, but I am decently good at it at the least. But of course, if you saw me die earlier, you wouldn't believe that, and for good reasons, I suppose. So yeah, let's showcase the bow and arrow. It's basically a long... It's a projectile item, and apparently picks up items too. Okay, I didn't know that. Or I didn't remember it, rather. So, over here we have another secret. With 30 rupees in them. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Also, these guys are moblins. The moblins have existed ever since the first game. They were one of Ganon's go-to minions in the first game. But, you know, as the series progressed, they become more of a sergeant-type enemy. Started with Ocarina of Time. And then it moved... Oh, goddammit, you attacked me. And then it moved over to, you know, the big guys in Skyward Sword. Because I don't think any other... I mean, not Metroid. Zelda had moblins after Ocarina of Time for a while. No, I'm forgetting about Wind Waker. Wind Waker does have moblins as well. They started out as a big threat at the beginning of that, of Wind Waker. And then they moved over to become less of a threat. As, you know, standalone standard type enemy, more or less. Okay, fair enough. So these snakes are called rope. No kidding. Snakes who are actually called rope. Damn it. These guys, if I recall... Oh yeah, we just killed the leader. When you kill the leader in one of the rooms or areas, all of their allies dies with them. It's a very effective way to kill the enemies. say the very least. These are Moldorms, I think. Man, I made a video with these guys in them. How can I not remember their name? I think they're Moldorms, anyway. There is another enemy though another enemy name they could have potentially had as well. But no, I do think those red dots are the Moldorms in this game. The other ones are called Lamolas, if I recall. I do believe these guys are Bokoblins. I could be wrong about that though. They could have another name that I don't remember. Also, the sound you're hearing is a boss sound. Which means the boss is nearby. And as this old man says, the Rongo dislikes smoke and I dislike him, so I usually just attack him to cause the fires to start shooting at you. We are getting close to reaching the maximum amount of rupees you can carry in this game. Also, another fun thing to note about this dungeon is that you can actually skip a lot of the rooms by simply bombing the walls. What? Oh, yeah. So, what you didn't see, because I accidentally stood on it as it dropped, by fighting all of those Bokoblins there, we have where's the compass? Oh, it must be down below here, actually. We have upgraded the boomerang into the magical boomerang, and as the name suggests, it's magical. And what's so magical about it, you may wonder, if you haven't played this game before? Well, it can be thrown through the entire screen. That's what makes it magical. So, all there's left for us now is to head up to the boss and, well, destroy it. Which, of course, is harder said than done. If you know your way around the game, that is. Or, you know, you can be like Grodus and die against a very common enemy. It kinda works too, after all. I wouldn't recommend it, but it works. Would be good in terms of health, but I don't think I necessarily need any health against the boss, unless I run into the enemy by mistake. Which, to be fair, it could happen. Knowing how well I sometimes play games. But hopefully that will not happen. Except that it did. Okay. But as you can see, I now got 3 hearts again, so, you know, in a sense it is beneficial. But overall, it would have been better if I didn't die. But it's not the end of the world because you died in the game. Unless, of course, it's a roguelike where you only have 1 life. Then, yeah, it's the end of the world. Literally speaking. And figuratively speaking too, I guess. But for me, in this game, it's not the end of the world for dying. It's not like I'm trying to do a no-death run on it. I'm not even so sure I could do it. Well, I could do it, but I'm not so sure that I would have an easy time beating the game without dying. But to be fair, that doesn't really interest me in this game, so chance of me doing it is pretty slim, to be honest. I have beaten Ocarina of Time without dying a single time, though. But that was a few years ago. I'm not too sure whether I could do it again or not. Maybe I could, maybe I couldn't. Again, don't really need to find out. But yeah, when you have full health, you also shoot out a sword projectile from your blade. I'm sure you've seen some of them before, but I never really pointed that out. Okay. So there's two ways you can hurt the Dodongos. Apparently you're supposed to be able to damage them with a smoke. Or you can plant a bomb inside their mouth and blow them up from the inside. That's what I recommend, blowing them up from the inside. I find that to be easier overall. Okay, good thing we actually did get this heart. Because I could easily refill my health again. And have the sword projectile at hand. It's a bit of a shame that they removed this the sword projectile for a lot of Zelda games after Zelda 2. Actually, Zelda 3 did have it, aka Link to the Past. I don't think Link's Awakening had it. I could be wrong though. But I don't think it did have it. Maybe it did. No, not too certain actually. Oh well, as you can see, we always must have the max amount of rupees. Basically, we only need 2 more rupees to have the max amount. And there's a item I would like to get. Once I have collected once I get to the shop where the item is, I mean. Don't really recall what kind of secret he's talking about. It's probably the 100 rupee secret I showed off, where you run up into the mountain. Also, what you see over there is a man. Why am I trying to call it Lanayru? That's not their name. Are you kidding me? I forgot these guys' names as well now. Why, Grodus? Why? Well, here we got a silver sword. It's a sword upgrade. They're mostly as in the 2D games, with the exception of Breath of the Wild. I think the enemy name actually does start on L, which is why I thought they were called, why I thought of Lanayru. And why I'm thinking of the word lichen for them, which of course is not their name. Oh, that's gonna bug me now. I'm sure of it, it's gonna bug me. It's not lycanthrope, I know that much. Because again, that's werewolves. Or wolf hybrids. This is old lady, by the way. There we go. We can now buy medicine. We're not gonna buy medicine though, as there's an item I want to buy for my 250 rupees. Well, I have been drinking a little bit of water, so I might as well go and refill it. You know what, Johan? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Hope you enjoy. That just gave me an idea to a new viewer reward. Okay, there we go. We now have the water check reward for 100 points. Which you can now spend on... if you want to know how much water I have in my bottle. In case you're thinking that, oh, it's time for Grodus to fill it up. It is a good way to see the water levels. Now I'm just repeating myself. Where did I put the controller? Next to me, that's why I didn't find it. Clearly the best hiding spot against Grodus is next to him. Because he won't even see you. Damn it. I don't like getting hit by enemies. It's so uncalled for, game. So uncalled for. Oh yeah, right, I don't have the candle yet. So I can't burn any bushes. Though I don't like the blue candle very much. The blue candle you can only use on one space. At a time, and if you miss and don't burn the right thing, well, sucks to be you. You have to go back to the screen and then return back to it to use the fire again. A little bit annoying in my opinion. That's why I don't like the blue candle. Even though the blue candle is necessary. And in fact we need to buy it. Because we need to use it in order to get to a shop where we can buy a item that are required for one dungeon on the first round. Whoops, wrong one. This is the one. Oh, actually, never mind. It's better to buy the meat over here in this shop. It's cheaper here than the other shop I'm thinking of. Ouch. Very uncalled for that guy hitting me like that. So mean! Okay, now we can head for the next dungeon. So, what the blue ring does, for those who do not know what it does, it gives you a bit of better defense. So instead of taking one hit and losing one heart from the Octoroks, you can now take 2 hits before losing a half a heart. And so normally enemies which would have taken 1 heart will now take a half of a heart. And enemies that before took half a heart will now require 2 hits before they take half a heart. So, you know, basic math, basically. And this is dungeon number 3. The dungeon layout for this is actually a swastika. Not the Nazi kind, but the religious kind. I'll show you as fast as I find the map. Also, the reason why I went and got the silver sword, which of course doubles your damage, is that these guys, with a wooden sword, they will split into the bits, the smaller blobs. And in that case, I lose out on cash, or the 5 rupees, which are a common drop for them. These are dark nuts. In the first Zelda, the Dark Nuts are regular enemies. Later down the series, they would become more of a mid-boss kind of enemy. In not in Ocarina of Time, in Wind Waker, they were both a mid-boss, like the Moblin, and a regular enemy, like the Moblin. Though there were different kinds of Dark Nuts. No, yeah, Dark Nuts actually. In Wind Waker. Still don't think I have finished the HD version of Wind Waker yet. I don't recall finishing it anyway. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Probably not though. So you see these sun-looking enemies. Those are bubbles. They prevent you from using your blade or sword for a couple of seconds if you get hit by them. They don't deal damage, but they are annoying to say the least. Also, the bats are named Keys. Yeah, no joke. They're actually called Keys. Spelled K-E-E-S-E though. So, you know, not the same spelling as the physical object that unlocks doors. That are called Keys. Which of course has the spelling K-E-Y. Or in plural, you know, S at the end. Come on, Dark Nut. You have to die already, and you did, so happy for that. Okay, I think we got the maximum amount of Dark Nuts we can get in this room. It usually randomizes the number of Dark Nuts you encounter in this room. It usually is a lot, but I think we did get the maximum amount of them. Getting lots of bombs. Also, this is the raft. We're gonna need it if we want to get to the 4th dungeon. And with it we can also get to a heart container. But after this dungeon is over, I'm gonna head straight for the 4th dungeon, because it's on the way. So it's more beneficial actually going for the 4th dungeon right off the bat than it is to head back to the area I earlier spoke about, where we could go with the raft to get the heart container. I think you're supposed to go to the right, but I do want the map still. Which of course we didn't get here. Yes, I did. And here's your reward, old man. A sword strike in the stomach. Really, I did this for a key? Haven't I been everywhere? I have been everywhere, okay. Which means the map is near the boss then, okay. That's a bit silly. Do you even need a map at that point? The answer to that question is no, you don't. Because of that I'm gonna hit the old man again. I don't condone violence in real life, but unless of course you're defending yourself in a life or death situation. But yeah, don't hit people in real life. Unless I guess it's a bully and you need to stand up for yourself, then yes, do definitely hit the bully in the face. Anyhow, you can actually bomb the wall to the boss. This is the Manhandler. The Manhandlers are very annoying enemies in every single game they appear in my opinion. They are especially annoying in Hyrule Warriors. I don't know if they're on the second Hyrule Warriors, but I doubt it. I don't own that game yet though. So I don't know for certain. But yeah, that's the 3rd dungeon. And I know that I'm making the game look very easy, but it's gonna be tougher in a very short while. You know, not the 4th dungeon, but the 5th dungeon is where the game starts to become more challenging. And then the 6th dungeon comes and throw that out the window, and that's basically the hardest dungeon besides the final dungeon. I'm not even kidding when I say that. If there's one dungeon I struggle with a lot in this game, it's the 6th dungeon. I am gonna go and collect a couple of more rupees though, because I do want to buy the blue candle. Or actually, I don't think I need to buy it at all. Okay, no, I will skip on getting the blue candle altogether. I literally have no need for it. I think there's one hard container, it's where you get by burning one of the bushes. But at the same time, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna head for the 4th dungeon. And hopefully... Oh god, don't I need that? God damn it, I will be needing rupees after all. That kinda sucks. But oh well, I just have to collect a couple of rupees. But I still don't need to get the candle, the blue candle that is. Though there are rupees we could have easily gotten if I got the blue candle. But again, I'm not gonna get the blue candle. So I'm not gonna get those rupees just yet. I don't think there's necessarily any need for me to head into this room. But I'm going to anyway, in case of key. There was a key, okay. At this point I'm just collecting keys, by the way. Don't really have any specific need for them. In order to beat this dungeon though... No, yeah, the blue candle would have been useful obviously in the dungeon, since it lights up the darkened rooms. But again, you don't necessarily need a blue candle. But yeah, the blue candles are useful in the dungeons. That's basically where the game is, where the candle is the most useful. Besides burning bushes for secrets, of course, but the blue candle, again, can only be used once in a room. So, again, I'm not a big fan of it. For that reason alone. So, with these guys, they're called Vyres, by the way. If you throw your boomerang at the right time, you can double kill the red keys that comes out of them. Maybe the red keys are Vyres, and the big blue jumping guys has another name. Not actually recall fully. So obviously, as you can see, the blobs here have an advantage in the darkness. Because you can barely see them. Man, this dungeon have a lot of dark rooms. I'm happy it ended though. So either we get the map by going up here, or we get the map in that room, but we won't be able to access it in that specific room. So these hamburger-looking enemies here are called light-likes. If you have bought the magical shield and get caught in them, they have a small chance, or actually a pretty big chance to be honest, but they do have a chance of eating your magical shield. So they still damage you if you get caught in them, but it's not as damaging to you in terms of, you know, you're losing an entire item. As it is if you have the magic shield and get eaten by them. So now we have the raft. No wait, we already have the raft. I mean, we have the ladder. And the ladder allows you to step over one piece of water. And what we couldn't see in the dark here is that there's water there. So that's why we needed to go there in order to progress. But you can only really go over one square of water, so in the rooms where there's, you know, thicker squares than just 1 squares of water or lava, you can't use the ladder to get over them. You can use the ladder to step on one piece, but you won't be able to get over to the opposite side. So, you know, keep that in mind. Let's see. Yeah, okay, I was right about the map being in this room, but not on the side. As you can see here, this is thicker than 2 squares of water. So that locked door down there is technically just there to trick you. Okay, we're gonna blow this up, because there's a secret here. And that secret is a bunch of rupees. We can also put bombs on each side of this place here. But since I want to collect more rupees, I'm gonna have to check out every single room. Oh, look at that, we have another manhandlan. They become faster if you destroy the stalks, which is why I like to plant a bomb, and hopefully that will blow them up in one go. Yeah, we can walk into the waterfall where we got the silver sword. I do believe there's a gambling minigame there. Unless it's a person that gives you a hint for money. Because those NPCs exist as well, after all. Also, I don't want to spend keys. Except for the bats named keys, which of course I do want to spend by destroying them. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about the fact that area is blocked off at the beginning. One unfortunate thing though about these wires is because of the split they don't really give you any rupees or anything. Which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. So out of all the standard bosses, this is in my opinion the hardest one. Not this one specifically, but another version of it which has 4 heads instead of 2 heads. Because, well, when you destroy one head, the destroyed head will come to life, run around or fly around through the room and spit fireballs or magic bolts at you. So there we go, 4th dungeon dealt with. After the 5th dungeon I won't be doing the dungeons in order. And the reason for that is because, well, again, the 6th dungeon is, in my opinion, the most difficult, besides the final dungeon. So what I need to do now is I need to collect 100 rupees before entering the 5th dungeon. And after the 5th dungeon I need to collect 60 rupees to buy the food. So if the enemies can give me 5 rupees, that would be terrific. But I'll be happy with a singular rupee as well, even though I would prefer the 5 rupees. I bombed the wrong wall. That was the wall I was supposed to bomb. Because in this one, there's another secret. For 30 rupees. Of course, I made it sound like we were supposed to pay 30 rupees for that secret, but we did get 30 rupees from that secret. So the reason why I'm heading left here is because, again, the Tick-Tights, which of course I did call TikToks before. Again, that is the app, not the enemy name. They have a higher tendency of dropping 5 rupees. Which is again why I went there to destroy them. I think it's either this bush down here or this bush. Possibly this bush as well, actually. That gives you a heart container. But we don't have that heart container just yet, so... Or we don't have the candle, I mean, so we can't really get to it. And again, that is a deliberate choice, because I'm not going to buy the blue candle. Even though it would be useful to have in the dungeons, of course, but... I'm not going to spend 60 rupees on an item that I won't be having forever. Okay, so I only need about 40 more rupees, really. Any more enemies? Nope, okay. Oh, the Sola's fire only damage you at 5 points, okay. There is a secret in one of the rocks here. Not in this screen specific per se, but in one of these rocks on this peninsula. At least I think it's a peninsula, could be wrong about it. But yeah, one of those does have now we can get this heart container. One of them do have the have a secret in them, I mean. Oh, there's nothing there. Oh no. So now we can actually collect the heart container here. Yay! We now have 12 hearts. We need one more. Okay, I didn't mean to go up. We need one more in order to get the next sword in the game, or be able to pick up the next sword in the game. I of course know where it's located, but since we don't have the right amount of heart containers, I'm not gonna go and get it just yet. To some degree, it would be useful, of course, to go and get it right off the bat. But again, to get it, we would have needed the blue candle, and again, I'm not going to get the blue candle. How many times are you gonna let me repeat this thing? No, I'm just kidding. I can stop repeating it at any moment I want. I choose not to, though. So, to reach the 5th dungeon, you need to go up 5 times. Actually, 3 times. Not sure why I said 5. It is 3 times. There we go. And wow, that was very nice of you. Welcome to the 5th dungeon. Having the bow and arrow in this dungeon is really effective. In fact, there's one enemy you basically won't be able to kill without it. These guys are called pulse voices. In the Famicom version of the game, you can scream into the first controller's microphone, or if it's the second controller, I don't remember which one. But yeah, you can scream into it and the pulse voices will die, because they hate loud noise. There's a NPC in this game that gives you that exact same hint. But in the NES version of the game, that does not work. So, time to plant the bomb, and I'm gonna go and get the dungeon item first. So these mummies are Gyvdos. Also, I think you can be able to hurt yourself with the explosions of the bombs, so be careful with that. Unless, of course, they added that in A Link to the Past. I'm not too certain about it, to be honest. So, in order to push the right block here, you need to kill all the blue dark nuts. The blue dark nuts are one of the game's most difficult enemies. Lionel, that's what the half-lion enemies were called. Man, that took me such a long time to remember that name, but I did remember it. I knew it was something starting on L. And of course, you know, back to the Lionels, they are only present in the 3D and 2D games, with the exception of Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is the first 3D Zelda that has the Lionels in them. Please don't kill me. I don't like dying in game. Okay, so I only need 8 rupees more. That's weird. Weren't there supposed to be enemies there? Maybe not, actually. Here we go. So, the dungeon item of the game is inside here, but we have to deal with these blue dark nuts. And of course you can only hit them from behind or the side where their shield are not pointing. Oh boy, that could have ended badly for me if I got hit. Because, you know, one hit and I'm dead from this point onwards. No, boy. No, I don't want to be cornered by these guys. If you're finding a lot of dark nuts... Ooh, I want that though. What? They only give you 3 hearts? Come on, game. I thought they gave me more than 3 hearts. Oh well, yes, have to accept the fate that it only gives you 3 hearts. But yeah, they only give you 3 hearts. Very annoying. But then again, if they gave you more than 3 hearts, I guess it would be too easy. I don't know, I remember exactly where, but somewhere you're supposed to use the bombs to blow up a hole in the wall. And once you've done that, you will be able to buy a bomb upgrade. But I guess it's not over here where that is. And in fact, I might be thinking of a different dungeon altogether. That is not impossible by any means. So I'm 2 rupees short away from having 60 rupees. One thing to note about the bow and arrow, by the way, I never mentioned this until now, is that whenever you shoot an arrow, it costs 1 rupee. So in order to spend a arrow, look at this. Boom. Costs 1 arrow. So, you know, if you want to save up your money, don't spend it on arrows. Gyarados are fairly resilient enemies. They do take quite a few hits to destroy. I don't want to fight the Dongo. It only really leads to... It only really leads to a hint. You know, every extra rupee I can get though is a good rupee. Since I will be forced to have 68 rupees to buy a second potion so I can heal twice in the 6th dungeon. Because again, it's in my opinion, the hardest dungeon in the game. Besides the final dungeon, that is. Oh yeah, right. In order to get the map, you need to use the key in the previous room. The room with the Dodongos. So I'll be heading there to collect the map. Do I though? Do I though? Let's not. Don't really have any need for the map per se. Okay, so this might be a bit tougher, considering that I don't exactly know where the water or lava is. Oh wow, can't believe I took damage, but oh well, I did. So again, you can just sit here and strike the pulse voices as many times as you like. They're not gonna die from it in this game. Only way to kill them, bow and arrow. I have so many keys, by the way. Would be lovely if I could get a heart or two of these from these guys. What? You're not supposed to be able to go through the wall like that. Okay, so, you know, I did think that I would get free from glitches in at least this game, but yeah, that's not the case. We still get the glitches, everybody. And this was not a detrimental glitch or a, you know, important glitch. And, you know, important is the wrong word, perhaps, but I think you know what I mean. Wow, that actually was a very good shot. Took it out. Took them all out except for one. So, the boss is here, but we don't have... Actually, we do have the item that is required to destroy it. But we're not gonna use it. Didn't this dungeon have the... I'm certain this dungeon have the bomb upgrade. Maybe I missed it then. Let me Google that real quick, actually. YouTube, seriously, you're not gonna work now? If I do that, then will YouTube be faster? Yes, it will, okay. Okay. So, whoops, that's not what I was supposed to do. So, I was right that we needed to bomb a wall somewhere. And I was in the right location for it. I just bombed the wrong wall, is all. You know, classic Grodus stuff, bombed the wrong wall. But yeah, the boss up here is called Digdogger. And Digdogger from Japanese lore is a monster that hates sound. Or a demon that hates sound, rather. Not many games use the Digdogger. This is the only Zelda game besides Oracle of Seasons they use Digdogger. To my knowledge, anyway. I know that Castlevania Portal of Ruins uses the Digdogger as a regular enemy, though. Okay, so I do want the bomb upgrade, which means I'll have to go into the dungeon again. But it's not the end of the world. The hardest part will of course be to fight the blue darknuts again, but they're not too difficult. Especially if I can... Uh-oh. Okay, they cut me into the corner. They strategized against me. Those bastards. Okay, that was my fault. I ran straight into him and tried to strike him through his thick armor. Which obviously I can't, because my sword does not pierce through thick armor. Okay, can I seriously just stop taking stupid damage, please? The answer to that is clearly no. Come on, blue darknut. No. asking 8-Ball a question. Okay, 8-Ball is not sure. That's that's nice to hear, 8-Ball. I do have you after all. Oh wow, I didn't realize the activities actually pops up in the chat as well. That's pretty cool. So you know, now I do know that. So yeah, the wall I was supposed to bomb, which I didn't bomb, is this bomb. I mean this wall. So as you can see, if you pay 100 rupees, we're gonna get 4 extra bombs. Hello, Samurai, welcome to the stream, hope you enjoy. Yeah, I figured you were lurking. I didn't want to say anything though. I was going to say earlier that, okay, Samurai's gonna bring up me taking stupid damage here when I fought the Dark Nuts in this room a few seconds ago. But I chose not to. Because, you know, lurking is completely fine. Yeah, I always do take stupid damage, that is true. It's one of my charms when streaming. Glitches and taking stupid damage and doing stupid ideas. Which sometimes pays off. But how are you today, Samurai? I hope you're well. But yeah, now we're done with whatever we needed to do in the 5th dungeon, aka buy the bomb upgrade, because again, I bombed the wrong wall. I was in the correct room, but I bombed the wrong wall. That's great to hear, I am doing really good myself today. So, the flute or recorder, depending what you prefer calling it, takes you to a dungeon you've already beaten. Now the game decided to troll me and took me to the exact same dungeon I just beat. It is not too uncommon that the game does this. The recorder is basically... ouch. Come on. The recorder is basically a quicker way to teleport. But you have about 0 control on where you land. At least I think. I do think it's completely randomized. Unless of course it does count a certain memory value. In which case it would be possible to manipulate it. Taking you to the place you want to go every time. Not sure though if anyone have tried that out or not. Would be lovely to get some hearts. Though actually no, never mind, I don't really need any hearts. As long as I can get to the next dungeon, or the area before, or 2 screens before the next dungeon, that I'm gonna do that is. I'm not gonna do them in order because, well, 6th dungeon is, again, in my opinion, the hardest dungeon besides the final dungeon of the game. I do like to think that I ran into the shop before getting the boomerang. Then it came to my realization that why did I run down here? I don't need to go here. Gonna spawn at a good point, Sola? Yes, you were. Okay. I don't really need all of these hearts, but I'm still happy the game gives them to me. I have only beaten the 2nd quest once myself. And I would like it to say that way, because I don't like the 2nd quest. The 2nd quest is not very fun in my opinion. To get the true ending though, you do need to get the 2nd quest done and over with. Not that the true ending is much more special than the regular ending. It really isn't in my opinion, but... I'm not a big fan of the 2nd dungeon. It is... very difficult. So now we're gonna buy the food. when I reviewed the game over at FrogFace, I did finish my very first second quest playthrough. And let me tell ya, the second quest is difficult. But it needed to be done if I wanted to do the proper dungeon breakdown videos. So, this area has a random moblin and a lake, but if you play the flute, you dry out the lake and you unlock the 7th dungeon. Which, in my opinion, is one of the easier dungeons of the game. No kidding, it is very easy. It's a bit more puzzle heavy, supposedly. But honestly, you know, if you just try and bomb the walls, you'll find your way through. It's actually a requirement in order to beat this dungeon is to bomb the walls. Because you won't be able to go through it if you don't. Okay, I just killed the leader, and because of that, everyone died. This dungeon has the blue bokoblins, and to be fair, I think they are very much easier than to deal with than the Gibdos and the Poils Voices and the Dark Nuts. Of course now though, I do not have the best sword, so they're gonna take a couple more hits before being destroyed. So, the Dig Dogger did not have to be the exclusive boss for long. Because in the 7th dungeon it's a mid-boss. Can I bomb the wall up here? Probably not, but I'm gonna try anyway. I couldn't, okay. This dungeon also have the I don't remember what they're called. They're not Skull Children, that's for sure. They're also in Ocarina of Time, but they're bigger in that game. Skullfoes? Skullfoes? Something like that. So Dead by Daylight has a patch. The RPD map is available in some ranked matches to make it available for custom matches. But they warned us it could crash and they're still fixing it. Just glad the characters are perfect. We're patient. Yeah, you and I are very patient people, Samurai, that's for sure. So we'll gladly wait for the map to be becoming more stable. Yeah, the Boomerang and Link are both the one and the same. Skeletos? Is that what these guys are called? That doesn't sound right. Stalfoses, there we go. That's what the skeletons' names are, Stalfoses. Yes, exactly, Samurai, Stalfoses. Those were the ones I was talking about before. Thanks for confirming it for me. Let's head left here. Okay, the Dongos. Don't really care to fight those, to be honest. They're gonna cost me 6 bombs anyway, unless I miss any bombs, which kinda likely when it comes to me. I don't have the best accuracy. If you don't believe me in that, please go watch any of the streams with me and Samurai playing Resident Evil 5 co-op. Actually, that's a video. Streams is Resident Evil 6 co-op, I mean. But you can watch the Resident Evil 5 co-op me and Samurai did as well to see how poor my accuracy actually is. Except for when it comes to crushing Samurai under a huge chunk of rock. At that I have the best accuracy. Because it's 100% accuracy. When I do it on mistake, that is. I didn't crush Samurai on purpose. But it is funny bringing that up. I know that Samurai and my good friend Cole likes to bring that up quite a bit. So this is the only reason why we buy the meat. Is to bribe this Bokoblin to let us through. Again, these guys might have a different name. The name I'm gonna call them by is Bokoblin though, because I don't remember the other name, or the actual name, unless it is Bokoblin, of course. Which, there's a small chance that is the case. And if that is not the case, then the Bokoblins was first introduced in Twilight Princess, I believe. That's when they took over to be the standard foe over the Moblins. So I do think there might be a secret up here. I was correct. It is a rupee secret. Don't think we're gonna need the bombs up until 2 rooms over. And I just came to realize I have not picked up the dungeon item yet. I think it's at one of the beginning areas of this dungeon. Worst case scenario, we'll just pick it up on the way back. Oh no, it's gonna be... Okay, never mind, it wasn't any... I thought it was gonna be a manhandler. And I don't want to encounter manhandlers because they are, again, one of the harder foes in the game. Because, again, when you destroy one of the stalks, they become faster and more aggressive with their magic bolts shooting. So this room is essentially a dead end unless you... This room is a dead end. I thought you would be able to blow it up from above. But nope, that was not the case, it seems. Why would I do that? I do like the fact that you can stun the enemies with the boomerang. Good thing I got the heart there, otherwise that could have ended badly for me. So over here you can blow up the wall. Like that. Really? You're gonna throw a boomerang in my face? Not very kind of you. Good thing they only deal a half a heart when they attack you. So down here should be where the dungeon item is located. So essentially we just skip the blue candle altogether. And the reason for that is, again, I have no need for the blue candle. I generally think that the blue candle is not the best item in the game. I generally find it to be pointless unless it's your first time playing the game, of course. Because in that case, it is useful, as you will be able to see in the darkened rooms. But since I have beaten this game on the first quest so many times, there is really no need for me to light up the rooms. Okay, we just got a pair of bombs here. I'm gonna say no to that. Okay, another dig dogger, don't mind if I do. Okay, that fairy was very convenient. Come on, get over here. I like how the Dig Dogger's way of attacking is by simply just avoiding me. So, can't really blame it. Because, you know, it dies if it doesn't. Did I go to the wrong way? I might have had. Nope. We can bomb. Ouch. We can bomb this wall. So this room is full of wall masters. But the more annoying part about this room, I'm not gonna grab the clock, because if I do, the wall masters disappear altogether. And I don't want them to disappear altogether, because they do give me good items. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Is that all of them? Yeah, okay. Okay, that's the block you're supposed to push. I actually do like the dungeon design in this game. It's pretty neat in my opinion. Though to be fair, I like most of the Zelda dungeons in any of the Zelda games really. Though, you know, in comparison to the rest of the series, the design are very basic in this game. But again, it's the first game. It is not the most fair to compare it with the other games, where they have had more of a chance to refine the dungeons. So the dungeon boss of this, the boss of this dungeon, I mean, is this dragon again. The it's called Aqua something, Aquamendus, that's his name. It's very easy to kill with bombs though, so you shouldn't have too much issues with that. Okay, so now I got 92 rupees, which is really good, because I'm gonna need those rupees. To buy the second potion. Because we're heading to the 6th dungeon next. But we're also gonna go and collect a heart container first. Because, you know, the more heart container I have, the better. Especially for the 6th dungeon. Actually, there should be another heart container somewhere that I've missed, though. I don't fully remember where it's located. Because the thing is, I have 2 dungeons left. So there should be 2 heart containers left on the overworld. Only question is, where are they? Also, why did my cell phone just... Oh, because it wanted to update, okay. Now it all makes sense. I need to drink some water. My throat is getting a bit dry, to be honest. There we go. But yeah, basically I only really remember 3 of the heart containers anyway, so there is that. And those are the first 3 heart containers I did get on the overworld. The 3 heart containers you have seen me get on the overworld. Those are the ones I usually get. Because again, those are the 3 I remember. But I will simply head over and collect those once I have, well, done what's necessary to unlock them. Wow, I can't believe I got the right bush at the start. What? No, that's a potion shop. Then where are the heart containers? I have to Google this. I think one might be behind a bomb wall. I just want to see the map where they are located. It's much quicker that way. Oh, okay, it's over there. Fair enough. Nope. Grodus, why did you turn down or turn off your phone? How will you be able to see the chat if you do that? Okay, so I thought the heart container was inside of that. A staircase there, but it's a double fairy. What the heck? Okay, don't mind if I do, game, but that is very rare, I think. I didn't even know it was possible to get a double fairy. In fact, let's try this out, see if it works. Apparently there's a quick function that clips the last 30 seconds. So hopefully I manage to clip the 30 seconds in which the fairies were located in, I hope. So yeah, the heart container is actually over here. I don't think I will have that much trouble with the 6th dungeon anymore. I do want to buy a magical shield though, now that I think about it. But there should be a 100 rupee reward in the forest to the left of the beginning anyway, so shouldn't be too difficult acquiring the right amount of rupees to be able to buy it. One thing I really like to do with the sword beam is to, ouch, throw the boomerang at the same time, or a little bit behind, because that way you can quickly collect the item if the enemy drops an item, that is. But that's a small little trick that I like to use when I play this game. Though you haven't really seen me use it all that much, because I usually just rely on the sword and boomerang. In my review playthrough of this game, I did use all the items as much as possible though, which made the playthrough a bit more fun for me. Oh no, I took damage, how sad. Yep, I couldn't find the boomerang at first. So the second heart container is in one of these bushes. I don't remember specifically which one. Might not have hit that correctly. So far I'm not hitting a single one of them. Oh, there it was. Okay. See, our final heart container on the world map is located over here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, and I accidentally went into the wrong one. Totally worth that. This is the cheapest area where you can buy the medical shield. So, if I can get 30 more rupees, I will be able to get it. I think this might be a pay. No, it's not, it's a secret. 30 rupees, please. Nah, it's only 10. That's a shame. But again, also it's not the end of the world, really. I can easily get 10 rupees. But I do need more than 10 rupees, though. But I do know where there is a secret in which I will get 100 rupees. That very secret is here. Oh, it was actually above, okay. See, 100 rupees secret. Okay, that's how you're supposed to do it in order to pass the staircase. Pretty good stuff. So now we can return back and buy the magical shield before we head for the 6th dungeon. Which of course is why I went and collect the 100 rupees to begin with. Yeah, the meat is expensive, I agree to that, but the shield was actually rather cheap. Because otherwise we would have to pay about 120 rupees or 150 rupees. Don't really recall which the correct amount for it is. In general, really. The funny part about collecting those 100 rupees though is we did get to afford 2 shields out of it. Yes, we found bombs, that's actually rather helpful, since we're still gonna need bombs. The bombs are never out of style in this game after all, unlike the blue candle. The blue candle goes out of style real quickly. In fact, after the first use of the blue candle it goes out of style. So, if you want to be stylish, don't get the blue candle. Get the red candle. Not that I think that the red candle is very stylish either, but it's more stylish than the blue candle at the very least. Okay, so this is technically as same as the Lost Woods. But since I know the combination on how getting out of here by heart, it's not gonna be difficult for me to go through here. There's another way to go through to this area, but you need a ladder for it, which we do have, but it's a longer route, a more unsafe route, so I don't want to go that route. That's why I always go this route. This also takes you to the dungeon much quicker. So now we have the Lionels again. They are not fun to fight, so I mostly just run from them, to be honest. You can get a lot of rupees by exploiting the ghosts here. Or more specifically, the spawning ghost. So, this is the magic sword. It's the best sword in the game. And now we have the best sword in the game. So if you activate the ghosts and then kill the leader ghost, all the other ghosts will die. Because the spawning ghost is always the leading ghost. So there's an item we can go and collect here. And I want to go and collect it before I go into the dungeon. But with the Master Sword you can kill the Lionels in 2 hits, which makes them very easy to deal with. Why is the tracing in this area? Might be the grey background actually. And the poor emulation of the NES Classic. There it was. We now have the bracelet. With the bracelet we can push the rocks and unlock shortcuts with them. Just to showcase it, I'll head up here, kill all the Lionels that are on my side. Boom. Shortcut unlocked. So there's 4 shortcuts in total, and depending on what staircase you will take, it will take you to a random location, aka one of the 4 shortcuts areas. So the game has 2 ways of traversing, or short time traversing. One is by the flute, which always takes you to the dungeons you have beaten already. And the other one is for fixed location with the bracelet. So this is the 6th dungeon. It's the hardest dungeon in my opinion. Besides the final dungeon, that is. Which I have repeated so many times. Well, the reason why I think it's most difficult is because of the Wizrobes. But more specifically the blue Wizrobes. Since the yellow Wizrobes stay on the same area every time. The blue Wizrobes, they move about. And they can teleport. Very annoying stuff. So we can actually hide inside the door knob. or doorway to avoid enemy attacks. It's a very effective way to fight the dark nuts, to be honest. And it's the one way that I do recommend fighting the dark nuts. If you're new to the game, that is. So the magic shield, I never went... Okay, that's not a bomb wall. What the magic shield does is that it protects you against magic attacks. Specifically, magic bolts and magic attacks from the Wizrobes. As you can see, the Wizrobes really dishes out damage to you too, so they're annoying to fight in that regard. So basically it's in your best interest not to fight the Wizrobes without a magical shield. And you know you have the magical shield when you stand on the side like this, because the shield is way bigger than the original shield. You can also see it like here. As you can see, it's very big. So apparently, you know, in Zelda 1, size matters. Now we can bomb this wall though. So again, I'm not gonna go through the entire dungeon because I have no real need to. Wrong item. You can, on the other hand, light... Ouch. If you run into the fire from the candle, you will take damage. Best way to fight the Wizrobes is by doing this, by the way. The blue ones. They can still go through you, though, so keep that in mind. By the way, Joanne, take a look at my rupee counter. If you're still here, that is. So, the Vyres, when you have the medical sword, they die in one hit, so they don't spawn the red keys. I wonder what 117 means in numerology. I have to check that up later. Oh wow. No, 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 no! Okay, good, he did not eat my shield. I was fast enough to prevent him from eating the shield. You don't want to get eaten by the like-likes. Again, they do eat your medical shield. Which of course is not very good. Also, if you did not buy any of the... if you didn't buy the arrows up until this dungeon, go back and do that, because you won't be able to beat the dungeon without the arrows. The arrows, unlike the blue candle, is a required item to beat the game. Though I might have gone to fight a boss before getting the... Yeah, I did, okay. So we'll just defeat the... We'll defeat the boss first, before getting the dungeon item. Which of course, the annoying part is that we have to go through the dungeon again to get it, but... It's not gonna be the end of the world. So, the Wizrobes might not take too many hits before they die, but they do dish out a lot of damage, which is, again, why they're annoying to fight. Oh boy, I should better use the red potion, so I don't die. Would be very embarrassing dying in front of the... in the room where the boss is supposed... One room away from the boss room, there we go. Okay, so you only really get bombs there, okay. This boss is a joke in comparison to the dungeon though. It's Goma. This is the one and only orange variant of Goma in the game. There does not exist any other orange Goma, and for good reason, because the orange Goma dies in one hit. She's very easy to kill. Yeah, the Wizrobes are really annoying. Especially the blue ones. The yellow ones are not too bad, because, you know, they spawn in, shoot their magic, and then teleport to another location and continue to do the same. The blue, on the other hand, move about, and they turn invisible and move around. So, very annoying, to say the least. Oh, we killed the leader, terrific. Didn't necessarily need to, but it's good that we did. And I do have enough rupees to either buy a... second potion, or to buy a new Marico shield. Though I can also buy a healing potion, meaning a blue potion, because if you buy 2 of those, you'll get the second potion. Though by buying those 2 separately, you will spending more rupees, as you do get a discount by buying the red one, aka the second potion, right off the bat. But if you do have a blue potion, because you've used the second potion, you can just buy the heal potion, as it will make the blue potion into a red potion instead, aka second potion. It's actually called the second potion, which is why I'm so specific about calling it the second potion. You don't want to get hit by the bubble and then get eaten by the like. Because if you do, you're very likely to be losing your shield, your magical shield. There we go. Now we're gonna get the dungeon item, which is the magic rod. The magic rod, of course, would be replaced with the fire and ice rod in Link's Awakening, and ice rod and fire rod in A Link to the Past. In this game, on the other hand, it shoots a magic beam. And once we get a passive item in the 8th dungeon, it will have a secondary effect. Oh, right, we have a Gleeok here. It's a 3-headed one. It's not as annoying as the 2-headed one, the 4-headed one, but it's still annoying, to say the very least. Unless, of course, you take it out very easily by doing that. Actually, I forgot to plant a bomb upstairs. I don't think there is a bomb or a wall, but it doesn't hurt checking it out. There was nothing there, okay. Fair enough, game, fair enough. Actually, where is the second bomb upgrade? Now that I think about it, it might be in the 7th dungeon. Let me Google it real quick, actually. Yeah, okay, it is in the 7th dungeon. So we'll have to go back into the 7th dungeon after I'm done with getting out of the after getting out of this dungeon. Not sure why that's so difficult to say. Of course, quickest way would be to die, but I don't want to give the game that pleasure. Plus the game was kind enough to give me a fairy anyway, so, you know, I gladly take those hits. You take some, you give some, you get some, you give some, maybe the saying actually is. We have no need to fight the keys now, because all we're gonna do is get out. I am gonna fight the blobs though, because they are a pretty good money source when they do drop the blue rupees. Unfortunately for me though, they did not drop a single blue rupee. And then I ran into the orange with robes. It's kinda funny when you look at the map, seeing where I've been. But again, I have been going through every single room in the dungeons before. Okay, so let's use the teleportation up until we get to the 7th dungeon. Because we won't be able to teleport when we get to the 7th dungeon. And wow, the game was really nice. It got us there the first time. I'm doing the first quest. This is the first quest. Okay, so I was almost at the second bomb upgrade. I wonder if you can use the recorder to get to the entrance of the dungeon. I'm gonna try that after I get the bomb upgrade. I'm not gonna buy the bombs, or grab those bombs. But yeah, I'm doing the second quest. No, the first quest I mean. One way to know that I'm doing this first quest is that the Stalfoses, for example, in the second quest they will shoot sword beams at you. They won't be doing that in the first quest ever. So that's a good indicator of knowing that, oh, Grodus is on the first quest, because they're not shooting sword beams. So yeah, this is where the bomb upgrade were. Sadly though, I can no longer afford the magic shield in case I would lose it, but at the same time it's not the end of the world. Actually no, when I think about it, it shouldn't give me back to the beginning of the dungeon. Yeah, because if it did, how would you fight the Digdoggers? Now the question is, did I ever put a bomb here when I was below? I did not, okay. Should have had, but I did not. Okay, there we go. We don't have full health though. I'm gonna head and buy the second potion. Not that I'm gonna need it in the 8th dungeon, but it is gonna be helpful to carry. But again, I don't necessarily need it, it's just that it's gonna be helpful. Another fairy. Getting a lot of fairies, not that I mind. So thank you game for giving me a lot of fairies. I do appreciate that. So yeah, as you can see, I have the blue potion. Now I have the second potion. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the recorder or flute, depending what you prefer calling it. And for those who do not know this, but the recorder and flute sound that is playing, in Super Mario Bros. 3 they use the exact same sound as in this game. Okay, we're at the second dungeon, that's great, because it is actually the closest dungeon to the 8th dungeon, which we're gonna head to now. And in order to reach the 8th dungeon, we need to head down here and set this bush on fire. There we go. We're at the 8th dungeon. Let's see, I don't recall whether the dungeon item is on the right side or the left side, so I'll head left first to check on it. When I last played this game, I missed one of the 2 items you can collect in this dungeon. Okay, screw it. Just gonna do it like that. Okay, I did went the right way. Nice. I think heading right might be for the compass, or the... no, the compass. Oh wow, can't believe the Gyarados damaged me. But again, Gyarados are one of the most difficult enemies in this game. Unlike, say, Ocarina of Time, where you can set them on fire to reveal the Gyarados inside. I mean, the Redad inside. Or, you know, Link's Awakening. No, not Link's Awakening, I mean A Link's to the Past, where you can just use the Fire Rod at them and kill them instantly. But yeah, say goodbye to just the regular beam on the Merrick Rod, because now it will leave a trail of fire. Very effective against one of the mid-bosses in the 8th dungeon. Normally though, the fire deals less damage than the sword, so... But you can use the fire strategically still. Especially with the Fire Rod. You can also strategically lock yourself out of place with it. Which is not recommended. Ah, no. I hit the blob. Which made it into a bit. Or should have made it into a bit. Okay, it's just a key here. I guess we don't get the compass there then. Alrighty then. Should be another manhandle up here, yep. Not a big fan of these bastards, to be honest. Okay, a pretty well placed bomb. It destroyed them, and they dropped me some more bombs. But this is one of those dungeons where you need to plant out bombs in order to... beat it. Ooh, a fairy. Thanks, game. I think the map or compass might be into this door, so we'll go and check it out. Yeah, oh shit. It was a compass. Also, the clock makes you invincible, by the way. I forgot to mention that, but it does make you invincible as well. So, once you collect it, you won't be taking damage from the enemies. This is probably the hardest room in the game, though. Or not in the game, but in this dungeon, I mean. Well, technically the... not the game. But the hardest room in this dungeon. So to the right is where you want to go if you want to beat the dungeon, if I recall. But what I forgot completely about when I reviewed this game is that if you put a bomb up over here, we'll get to the map. So fun story here actually. I'm part of another Discord, which I don't really talk much in these days. But he mentioned that, you know, if we take the map, it kind of looks like a lion. And I did mention in the video that I think that this time looks like a boat. But the thing is, I did get some critique that, you know, he told me that I could have mentioned that the dungeon looks like a lion head, as in a reference to the second item of this dungeon. Only problem with that is you don't get the map until you find the secret route. But at the time I had forgotten about that, so I never mentioned it. I did get some helpful critique besides that anyway, so, you know. The critique in itself was constructive, so I have no complaints about it. Just a funny story to me, since, you know, the person who gave me the critique forgot about the fact that you get the map after bombing up a secret wall, which, of course, you don't really know about. Because the same person did say that, in his opinion anyway, that the 7th dungeon is actually harder than I make it out to be. And in my opinion it really isn't. His argument was that since you have to bomb a wall to get to the right area, while I specifically meant, you know, it's an easy dungeon in terms of combat, while he argued that it's a harder dungeon due to its quote-unquote puzzle. Which, of course, I can see that point, but I don't really 100% agree with it. Mostly because Zelda 1, sure, it has its puzzles, but outside of, you know, the money secrets and the a few bombable walls, I generally think that the difficulty lies in its combat more so than the puzzles. To be fair though, this game does have puzzles, it's just that there are very limited types of puzzles. Okay, that was kind of weird. You're not supposed to be able to dodge or block the magic bolts on the side of your shield. So now unfortunately I have to refight against these dark nuts. But it's fine, they're not too bad with the magic sword. It would be kind if you didn't hit me, enemy, but you know, part of it is my stupid damage as per usual. We're never gonna get away from the fact that Grodus is gonna take stupid damage after all. Just ask Samurai or Cloud. So many times they've seen me playing games in Let's Plays and on stream, and so many times I've taken stupid damage. So yeah, the lion key we collected is the master key. With it you will have unlimited amount of keys, meaning the keys are now useless. So you know, if you're quick, you can get this key rather early in the game. If you can handle the blue dark nuts, that is. So you know, no real reason for me to go and collect that key. Can I bomb this wall up here? I think I can, right? Yep. I think that's even how you're supposed to do it to get up to the boss. The hint you do get for it though is the fact that the boss is making sounds. So this is the Gleeok with 4 heads, the most annoying kind. Because the more rapidly they shoot alongside with their heads that are flying around, the harder they become to hit. The Gleeok, I mean, becomes harder to hit. But there we go. We have all the Triforce pieces. So now we can head up and head for the final dungeon of the game. I'm gonna head down into the dungeon before I take damage. Forgot about the fact that the enemies respawn and all that. Okay, so now I want to head left here. And then I want to head left here. And then I want to head down here. And then I want to head left again. And then I want to get hit by a rock apparently. Then I'm not too sure where I want to go. I think I want to go up again actually. Yeah, okay. I should not have headed down, I think, earlier. Here, on the other hand, I want to head up, because this is one of those locations where the shortcuts are located. Though there's also a ferry up here, so I want to head for the ferry first. Okay, so the bug bites I've gotten while me and my friends were out camping last Saturday have apparently turned from, you know, blister lookings to actually, you know, wounds with blood in them. Almost look like scratch marks. It's very, very tiny bite marks, but they have now pierced the skin, is what I'm trying to say. For those who follow me on Instagram knows how the bug bites looked like before. What they look like now. So, you know, if you don't follow me on Instagram, please do. There's a quick link up in somewhere. If you have an Instagram, that is. Can I please get to the area I want to go? So as you can probably tell, these are random. There we go, that's where I want to go. The irony of the whole thing though is that it might have been faster to actually just travel to the 5th dungeon. And sure, I could have gotten to where I need to go from the 6th dungeon as well, or its secret point. But I simply did not. So, fun fact, in the second quest, the 8th dungeon, I think it is behind one of these rock structures, and you need to put a bomb in order to find it. I used a guide to find it, because I couldn't bother looking for it myself. And now we need to head up here. So, Lionels like to head around where Ganon's hideout is. It is a defining trait of the Lionels, with the exception of A Link Between Worlds. That is the only Zelda game where the Lionels are not hiding out in near Ganon. Same goes for Breath of the Wild, technically, but they're also hanging out at his place, so both goes hand in hand. Okay, welcome to the final dungeon, everyone. And this is the only dungeon that has a unique theme to it. If you wouldn't have 8 pieces, there would be an old man telling you that you weren't ready to enter. So, I'm gonna try and head through this dungeon as quickly as I can. Also, keys, again, pointless if you have the line key. So, this is the mid-boss where the magic rod is really effective. Especially when they travel into the fire themselves. Which, as you can see, they like to do. There's a blue variant of the Lanolas. Which moves faster. The magic rod is really, really, really effective against them. I mean. I might have said the Swedish word for them. Not too sure, to be honest. It's gonna be fun to see if I remember where I need to go, though. I have no reason to actually stay and fight here, so we just push through. Don't recall what this guy is called, but They can be quite a hassle to fight against, in my opinion. Okay, there we go. Can I bomb this wall? Kinda doubt it. Yeah, okay, we couldn't. Oh, we have the bits, I think they're called. But we don't need to bother with them. What we do need to bother with is, you know, blowing up this wall and then taking out this guy. The Moola or something, I think they're called. Or Sanmola or something like that. Again, if you want to know the specific names of the mid-bosses or bosses, check out FrogFace's dungeon breakdown video. No, I'm not, I mean the boss breakdown, I mean. Good thing I got the clock there, because this makes things so much easier for me. I think it's a bomb you're supposed to put out. Yep. Can I blow this door up? No. Okay, I could not. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, so now I need to bring out the boomerang to collect those bombs there. Which I do want to collect because... Oh boy, we're about to die. Time to use the second potion. Technically it's the second one I use in game, but... no, I want to use the second potion to heal up. I don't think you can blow this door, blow this wall up, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Okay, I was correct, I couldn't do it. So, we just got the red ring. The red rings halves your damage, take the damage you take even more. Oh boy. Oh wait, why am I scared of the bubbles? They can't hurt me. Sure, they prevent me from using my weapon, but they don't hurt me. Okay, so now we can head to where we're supposed to go. Which, if memory serves me, is actually up again. And through this locked door. It means this actually does have a double meaning. It could be this door here, or room here. It could also be the fact that you're supposed to bomb here. Also, you know, for fun's sake, I'm hitting him again. Okay, I guess that's karma though, for hitting the old man getting hit by the Wizrobe's magic. Wizrobe is another enemy that didn't make it into Ocarina of Time. They did, however, make it into Majora's Mask as a mid-boss, which you first encounter in Stonehead Temple. Okay, I gotta be a bit careful here on where I go, but I do think I'm supposed to have left here. Can I bomb this wall? Well, I could, but it doesn't leave a crack in it. Okay, so now they switch the pattern in which the small flies are spinning around. Spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Okay, game, sure, let's go on with the glitches. This is not supposed to happen. I have never in my life seen this occur before. Again, this is not supposed to happen. I don't know what it is with this emulation. There's one thing, you know, that I got stuck slightly into the wall. But to have these guys just spin around and then flip to the other side, that's something new. That's something really new to me. Oh no, I don't want to be swallowed by these guys. Fat no on that one. Uh-oh. You know, doing what I just did there is very bad idea. It's a very bad idea, don't do that. Same goes for here, I don't think you want to head up there. Stop. Well, I do like it when they do this because they're easy targets, but when they do that, that's not as nice. Please tell me I can bomb the wall here. I cannot. That is unfortunate. Can bomb that wall on the other hand, okay. Or maybe, just maybe, this takes me to where I need to go. Let's check that out first. To see if it gets me to where I need to go. Before heading for the final boss, that is. Because there's one item you need to get in this dungeon before heading for the final boss. Starting to think that this was not it. But we're gonna continue in the meantime to be on the safe side. Gotta collect all those blue beautiful rupees after all. Since they give us 5 rupees. Can I please pick this up? Thank you, game. Okay, now we went to where the boss is, which is not what I was supposed to do. Not yet anyway, we need one more item in this dungeon before we can head there. Because right now we cannot destroy Ganon, which is the final boss. So we have to go back to where I blew up the wall. I had it here a little bit too early actually. To this side, I mean. As there was another way we could have gone to get to it. Though I didn't know we could blow this wall up. That's really good though. Because I believe that door down there is permanently locked. Could be wrong though. Or maybe it's this door that's permanently locked. One of those doors will be permanently locked anyway. Why is it playing the boss sound? Maybe the enemy actually does the boss sound. I think that might be the case. So yeah, this is the permanently locked door. Which is a shame, but it is what it is. So these are the blue land molas. Why did that arrow turn red because of the red ring? That's kind of weird. So yeah, this is a very effective way of dealing with the Landmolas. The reason why we get bombs, by the way, is because we are able to put a bomb here. I think we're supposed to be able to put a bomb there. I was wrong, okay, I was wrong. So yeah, going here was clearly a mistake, but it's fine. I will be able to make up for that mistake, unless... Yeah, the Eye of the Skulls have secrets. They certainly do. Let's put a bomb here. Can I blow that up then? Nope, okay. You know, at least I tried. So now I know for certain that I can't blow that up. Until I try next time I play the game, which is kinda likely, to be honest. Okay, I think that's also a permanently locked door. But here we have the red Landmolas. They're not as effective to deal with the magic rod, but it works against them regardless. So I do think we want to go down here though. Would be kind of funny if I could blow this door wall up. I swear that wasn't planned. That was just a sheer coincidence. But now thinking about it, it doesn't matter because, again, can't really blow this up. Yeah. And that door is permanently locked anyway. So it's not like that matters. Also, it's no surprise I couldn't bomb that door. Why did I even try? That's where the princess is located. Ow. Ow again. It'd be lovely if I could blow that door up. Wall, I mean. Can't believe it actually worked. Though this might be a dead end. No, not really. Okay. Okay, so let's head down here. That's what we're supposed to do, I think. Okay, so we can blow this wall up. Oh, that just takes us back here, okay. Can I blow this up? Not sure. I'm gonna try again, though. Nope, couldn't blow it up. But I wasn't supposed to go here, so that was kind of dumb. But since I have unlimited keys, let's just unlock it. Oh, never mind. That's a dead end. I forgot. That might be where you find the compass, though. I didn't try to blow this wall up, did I? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Either way, you can't blow any of them up. I do think I tried this wall here. But just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna try it again. Nope, couldn't blow it up, okay. Okay, so we're back here then. But that's fine though. Because that's exactly where we're supposed to be. We're just gonna rush through, I don't have any reason to fight the Wizrobes. Nope. Nope, okay. I think you might be forced to find a staircase. You might find it over here. No, that just leads to a secret inside the eye. So maybe, just maybe, I can get to the other side from there. Let's try just to be on the safe side. You blow this wall up at the very least. God damn it. I did all of that for 5 rupees and a heart, okay. Was it worth it? No, not really. but I'll accept it for what it is. Oh boy, enemies. Okay, no wall to blow up there. Oh, so this is where the compass was located, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't possible to blow that door up. Or wall up, I mean. Okay, so let's head for where I'm actually supposed to head now then. Which of course is up here. I do have a lot of rupees now. Also, you know, gotta give old man a run for his money. Oh, that... I couldn't have asked for a better drop there. That was incredibly good. The clock, I mean. The bombs were pretty good too, and the heart was really good too. But more specifically, the clock really saved my bacon there. Ooh, a fairy. Don't mind if I do. Oh, I got another clock. Not bad. So what we're supposed to have done is had it done here. Oh, I'm stun locked, okay. AK. Bubbled. If you can try to get hit by the bubble instead of the magic. If you do it successfully, you won't be taking any damage against the Wizorb, I mean. Wizorb is a game, I think. A pretty fun game, if you like breakout kind of games. Oh wow, I can't believe that actually saved me. Oh, I get it. I just ran up from here. I should have entered this staircase. Yeah, because I was, you know, distracted by the glitched mini-boss, of course. So what you're supposed to do here is you're supposed to put a bomb up here. Best way to fight against the blue Wizords here is from below, honestly. Oh boy, I better heal up. No, 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 that's not how you heal up. Problem is now, I don't have any healing potions. Oh wow, I can't believe I was fast enough to do that. Let's see, which one is it I'm supposed to push? It was the middle one, okay. So here we have the silver arrows. Silver arrows are required in order to beat Ganon, because somehow Ganon is a werewolf in this game. Or maybe, you know, pigs in humanoid form is also weak to silver. Of course, the silver arrows would eventually be replaced by the light arrows in the Zelda series. But up until... I think... I'm not too sure though if it was Link's Awakening. No, wait, I don't think there were any silver arrows in that game altogether. But I'm not too sure whether it was Link's Awakening or Ocarina of Time that switched over to light arrows. They might have been called the silver arrows still in A Link to the Past. I think that might be the case. And Ocarina of Time introducing the concept of light arrows instead. You know, going with the lines that Ganon is the Prince of Darkness and all. Now, I'm gonna refill my health by drinking some good old water. No reason to light this area up. Would be lovely to get a fairy or 2 hearts though. Rupees are fine though still, since I can go out and buy magic potions still. Please travel that way again. There's my fairy, thanks game. Okay, so to get to the staircase, you just need to trick the wall trap or floor trap. They do have different names. Sometimes they're called wall traps, sometimes they're called floor traps. But you know, to find the staircase, you just need to remove it. Though you do, I'm sure you all saw that before, though. When I traveled through this area a little bit ahead of time, which actually did help quite a bit, since I don't have to care about the enemies now. Or the mid-bosses or whatever. Okay, we're gonna collect the silver arrows, or not collect them per se, we're gonna equip them. Wouldn't it be very fun if you could blow up any of these walls? Of course you can't, but it would be funny if you could. No, not a boomerang, it's the silver arrows. Oh, it's Ganon! So to defeat Ganon, you just strike randomly and hope for the best. Because he's a coward, he's invisible, and he teleports around. I don't think your magical shield can protect against his magic bolt. His magic is too strong for you. So yeah, basically just cut around. And once he turns red, that's when you shoot him with the silver arrow. Yeah, like that. Boom, dead. And when Ganon has been defeated, he gives you the Triforce of Power, which is his by birthright. Now, I don't think this is possible, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to try it, to be honest. So that's Princess Zelda. Her dress changes color depending on what ring you have equipped. But yeah, there we have it. His name is not Link, it was Grodus. How dare the game not call me by my name! Finally, peace returns to Hyrule. The end. Or is it? Bum bum bum. We do get the end credits. So yeah, that's the end of Zelda 1. But it's not the true ending. The true ending you do get by defeating the second quest. So, as you can see, I beat the game by only dying twice. So, I would say that was a pretty good playthrough. I am not gonna do the second quest though, as I'm not a fan of the second quest at all. I am gonna end the stream here though. I know that Samurai is gonna stream later today. I'm not sure if it's gonna start right off the bat where I end or not. So Samurai, if you're here and can respond to chat, will you be streaming directly after me, or are you gonna take some time to set up? Because if you're gonna take some time to set up, I might actually do another game in the meantime. Anyhow, this is gonna be the end of this episode of Zelda 1 for the NEStastical Tuesday episode anyway. So thank you much for watching this episode. Consider being part of the Frog Squad by subscribing today if you aren't already. Otherwise, let me know what you thought by leaving a comment down below or leaving a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. With that said, this has been LPGrodus saying thank you much for watching, stay froggy everyone, and I hope to see you next time. See you then.